Steve the Hurricane here, and welcome to another exciting episode of A Drink with the Hurricane. Hope you got your wine. Cheers. Okay, so for today's episode, I got a special treat for you, okay? I'm here on assignment down in Orlando, Florida, and I'm in my hotel room, and I've been asked a couple of questions by numerous people. At least 50, 60 people throughout the United States have asked me this very same question I'm going to answer for you today. And this question happens to be one of the key topics of the Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp in January. So I truly hope that you register for that conference because it's going to be amazing, especially once you hear the answer I have for you, because that's only the very, very tip of the iceberg for this bootcamp. So anyway, the question I'm going to answer, I'm going to use my buddy Ryan in Massachusetts. He's a good friend of mine. We've been talking for a little bit now, and he asked me, Steve, I'm hitting the ground running hard. It seems that every time I go to my potential referral sources to see the social worker, she's always in a meeting or busy. She doesn't respond to emails or calls. How in the past did you get around this? Well, Ryan and any other person who's been trying to see the social worker and not getting anywhere, rest assured there's a way that you can still develop your account. Now, first and foremost, I want to just let you know, you do not want to see the social worker on the first visit. Let me say that again. You do not want to see the social worker on your first visit. And here's why. The social worker, the social services director, this person happens to be working in the job that is the most overworked, underpaid, overutilized, overburdened position in all of healthcare. Most buildings have anywhere from 1 to 2 social workers, or hospitals have a dozen or so social workers, and it's never enough because it's like one social worker to 40 or 50 residents or 40 or 50 patients. So if she has to discharge 80 people a month for a sniff, or she has to discharge 25, 30 people, 40 people a week for a hospital, she's running around constantly dealing with setting up stuff for the person going home, listening to the person's complaints and their concerns, speaking to the families, making sure that everything is set up, communicating with the billing office, making sure that they're getting paid, and so on and so forth. Social workers work their ass off, all right? And every single day, people like us come into their building and seek them out. And it's not just me or you, it's 10 times that number. There's people from home care, people from hospice, people from medical equipment companies, home infusion therapies, assisted livings, you name it, she's getting called upon 10 to 15 times a day, every single day. If she answered every one of those calls, emails, or times somebody dropped by her building, she wouldn't have time to get her work done. That's why she doesn't talk to you. So don't waste your time asking for the social worker. She's not going to see you. All right? So now that you've been into the building, you have to ask for somebody though, right? So I know, Ryan, I got a little bit of background with your story. You were trying to go into a sniff here. And when you walk in there, this is what I have done over the years, and this is what I do now, okay? I walk in, I schmooze with the receptionist, talk to her for a couple of minutes. Hi, how you doing? What's going on today? You got a lot of people, you're busy, blah, 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 whatever. Don't go right in there and just go ask for somebody. Talk to the girl, get to know her for a little bit. Whether she's young, she's old, whatever, it doesn't matter. So receptionists are paid to gossip. They're on the phone all the time. So chances are, if you schmooze with them, they're going to talk to you. They're usually the friendliest, nicest person in the building. So get to know the gatekeeper pretty well, okay? After you've schmoozed with her for a couple of minutes, and then she asks you, so what are you here for? How can I help you? Tell her the truth. I'm here to speak to any one of your managers because I think it's very important to go over. Oh, okay. Ask for the admissions person. Ask for the marketing person. I love those two people because they're just like us and they're in sales and marketing, and if they think that they can get business out of somebody who just showed up in their building, they're going to be most likely to come out and see you. You could also ask for the administrator. You could ask for the director of nursing. You could ask for the director of therapy. You could ask for the director of recreation, dietary, housekeeping, maintenance. It doesn't matter. You want to speak to a manager. Why do you want to speak to a manager? Because the managers know the other managers director of social services, the one that you're trying to see. And if you get in with one manager, chances are you can have a return visit to continue to develop that referral source and get the business that you want. All right? So let me go over the next part of this, which is how you introduce yourself. Now, this is a what can you do for me industry. No one is going to just give you referrals if you introduce yourself as, hi, I'm Steve from ABC Home Care, and I want to speak to your social worker because I could really use some referrals right now. They're going to say, okay, she's in a meeting, she's busy, blah, 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 whatever. No, try this approach, okay? If you watch some of my other videos about volunteering or network marketing or risk being a fool or whatever, I introduce myself as, hi, I'm Steve the Hurricane, owner of Hurricane Marketing Enterprise. I am a consultant and a coach. I have clients in California, Texas, New York, Nevada, Colorado, Florida, as well as Pennsylvania. I'm here right now on an assignment. My goal is to basically see if I can bring organizations together to create a preferred provider network. The reason why I want to do that is because I see that if I can help work with people to help grow their census and they're referring me, I have a vested interest to make sure that your building is always full. So if I can help you make your building full, you're going to be more likely to keep filling me up, which keeps my census high. So we can work together. Are you interested in something like that? Now think about the way I just said that. Are you interested in something like that? Now if I'm talking to a marketing person, a admissions person, an administrator, even a director of nursing, they all understand the bottom line. It's all about the census. I'm here to try and help grow your census by doing something together. Of course that person wants to hear what I have to say. Now I can go back to their office. Now I can sit down and talk about things. Now there's value. There's a reason for me to be there because I'm trying to work towards something that could help both of us potentially. Let's make a collaboration. Power partners, another topic of the Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp that you do not want to miss, all right? So, anyway, now I'm in there, I'm talking about all the things that I can do, what I'd like to do with this person, what we can accomplish together. Then I want to see the place, so I walk around the place, I tour the place, I do a visual scan of the place, I'm asking lots of questions, I'm learning about them, active listening, all right? As I'm going around, I'm starting to identify other people in the place. I'm meeting other managers in the place. And my whole goal is that I want to try and set up another meeting to come back. There's a term called BAMFA, book a meeting from a meeting. So I'm here at this meeting the first time. I want to set up a time to come back. I want to meet with the administrator. I want to meet with the top person, not the social worker just yet. Remember, this is a process and she's super busy, all right? Plus, you're trying to qualify the place to see if it's worth developing anyway. So it kind of goes back and forth. Don't waste your time going after the social worker because it may not be worth developing anyway. So that's what you have to do. You have to do your homework as well. And that's where you come back with that follow-up meeting. So anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail because that follow-up meeting is very important and that's one of the topics in the boot camp. Again, I've developed a 5-step process. It's very simple. It works no matter where you go. Again, here I am in Orlando, Florida. I don't know anybody here. Yet I can walk in there and do it. Why? Because it doesn't matter if I'm out of New Jersey, which is where I'm from. It doesn't matter if I don't have connections and contacts. When you follow the proven system and you do the right steps and you know how to talk to people and you know how to ask for the right people and say the right things, you will get the results that you want. So I hope to see you at Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp in January. It's going to be amazing. So sign up and register for it now. Till then, have a great week. I'll talk to you next week for another episode of A Drink with the Hurricane. Cheers, everybody. God bless, and good night.